So, what do you think about politics and the presidential elections and stuff like that? What do you think about that?
So you got to think about it because in the beginning of time in the Bible, you had people that wanted to rule and wanted to justify things in them ways, but God gave them a chance to follow Him. But if you ask me my opinion, because I can't speak from the world, Lily, my opinion is, everybody mad at Donald Trump, everybody mad at Joe Biden, but if people put their faith in what they believe in, can't no man control what you or me have going on. Donald Trump and Joe Biden may be our presidents, but he don't work hard to pay your bills or my bills. We pay our own bills. So when you ask people about politics, it's always going to be a up and down, a yes and a no, and a bump heads because everybody feel that man is the runner of the world. And the world don't work like that. You got people that's starving who those same politicians can send 400, 800,000 pounds of food to. Then you got people over here that's rich as gold who can send it to us. So when you talk about things like that, Lily, it's really touching to every person. You might have a certain way you feel about it, but don't explain it,
Right.
But your lifestyle is what you make it. Nobody was born in a president dick and born in a president pussy. You was born from your mother. If your mother became a president, your dad became a president, then you got lucky. If not, your struggle is for your hustle, not your hustle for your struggle, So my lifestyle is equivalent to whatever I get done and what I do, how I do it. But I don't get mad and say, oh, Lily Bowie didn't give us $15,000 worth of stimulus checks, so I'm gonna go out here and go take something from Chanel Boy, I hustle for my struggle. If I gotta sell apples to an elephant and sell water to a well and sell more fire to the devil, that's my hustle. You might not like that, but that's my hustle for my struggle, You can't justify the world on a color, on a handicap, on a sexual preference. I heard a person tell me the other day, say, man, what you think about gay people? You know what I told the person, Lily? Whoever said wasn't gay people in the world during the time of Bible, they don't mention it. They're against it. But in order for it to happen, somebody had to do it for us to learn it.
Right. I agree with that.
But they're against it, but somebody had to do it for us to learn it.
Yeah.
So when you have life expectancies and critical thinkings and dishonorable mentions, these are things that, us not being racist as black folks, we go through on a daily basis. We've been going through for decades. And then you have white America, which they're not, you can't say everybody white racist, everybody black racist, but it exists. You have white America who sits in their three-piece suits, $400,000 homes, $100,000 cars, who look at us as what they call the lower class, whether you black or white. That's where the line is being drawn at on politics. Instead of everybody being equal, it's either you red or blue. That ain't what my God said. My God said we all created equal. And so man understand that we all created equal, just different sex and size and preferences. It's always gonna be war with politics. Now who say Joe Biden win fair and square like, they say he did? What is he gonna change for the people that are struggling?
Right.
The struggle goes on no matter what. You younger than me, Lily, but 15 years ago, people were killing themselves about finances. There were so many, how can you say, unsolved suicides. And when they got to the bottom of it, oh, this person was going under finance problem. This person here was losing his wife. This person here lost his home and was gonna get fired for Enron. The world changed now. So when you embed yourself into what the world do, you get caught up in it, like getting caught in a spider web. You touch a web, you're gonna be speaking, you're gonna hit it off. You dodge that web, life goes on for you.
Right.
So, politics is a great thing to talk about. Not everybody see eye to eye on it. You're not gonna see eye to eye with me, Lily, but at the end of the day, I'm a street nigga. I come out of the street and became successful, a blue collar guy. And my torment in the street, like I say, I never judge a person in the street. I don't care what you are, because my mom always told me that a friend in need is a friend indeed. And I done heard your mom tell me before, don't kick a man when they down.
Right.
So this is what the world is doing. Everybody trying to climb up, but the people that's down, nobody trying to take them up with them. So that's politics for me, in my opinion. You might have people that feel like, oh no, Donald Trump should be president, Joe Biden should be president, Obama should be president. The president of the United States of the world is the first in command for really the army of the United States of America. That president will not take his or her time to individually go to people's houses to see how we live and to change the world. And until I see a president do that, then I go down and break my neck and make a vote. But how can one president take the time to go to 50 states and go to individual houses to see how they living? You could go to a neighborhood where there's a casualty. I done seen them do that before. You know, but life is not expected for you to live glamorously. Life is however you make it. So your choices is made. That's Democratic and Republican 101 for me.
I agree with that.
And you know, our children is the future, they say. When I was coming up, I remember Michael Jackson used to say the same thing. Now, we don't even have great singers no more to inspire the kids no more. All the singers inspire the kids to either look grown or believe that a gun and a fancy car is the way of life. When I was coming up, you had people like NWA who spoke about human rights. You had people like the Beatles, they sung about human rights. You know, John Lennon died because, you know, he made a statement he was better than Jesus. He lost his life. Then you had people like, you know, Quincy Jones. You had Tevin Campbell. These people sung about reality of life. You had Prince. Now, if you could go in the top 10 rappers besides Jay-Z and maybe Trick Daddy, because depending on how people take it, you have no one to talk to the younger generation of kids no more. They teach them guns, jewelry, and cars. Where's our next president, black or white? No matter what color it is. I remember when kids used to want to be the president. I mean, that was the thing. I'm going to be the president of the world. We'd be like, no, you ain't. You ain't going to be the president of the world. You dumb as fuck. Now, you don't even hear kids say that no more. They want to be a rapper, you know, or a gangster. They want to give their life to something that's not natural. Being the president is natural. Anybody with a great education and that can run for senator and get out of senator office could become president. Now, Kanye West got his ass up there and did some shit, you know, that I kind of agree with and disagree with, but that was his opinion. People got to understand politics is opinions, because none of us, if it was facts, we could change it.
Right.
If it was a fact, we wouldn't be arguing about who won the presidential, Donald Trump or Joe Biden, because the voters' ballots would be fact. Oh, some ballots got in late, some ballots got in early. That's not a fact. The opinion was, I want him to win or I want him to win. Now, what they not mad about Joe, I'm going to tell you what they mad about. White America mad about that colored girl. That's what they mad about. See, that colored girl got in the White House and she ain't no Michelle Obama. She could call some shots. So if they pick Joe off right now, she becomes president. She'll be the first black American-centric Nubian president to run the world. And white America don't want nobody black running the world.
Why do you think that?
It's a proven fact. 3 things that white America accepts the black culture for. And white America is not innocent white people like your friends that work hard, that come around and see us and tell us hello. When you say white America is the new modern Ku Klux Klan. They put up their hoodies and put on their suits, and they got in the judicial system, they got in the civil system, and they pretty much put themselves in the supreme system. When I was small, my mama said education is the most powerful thing that a black man can have. And I had to tell my mama why. I want to be like MC Hammer. I want to be like Too Short. She said, when I was coming up, my mama said, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. And I never understood that until I got about like 19. I was like, okay, I see what my mama say. You go get a can of milk. You'll look at the expiration date on the milk, but you won't look at, is it 2%, 1%, low fat, or pink milk? You just know it's, you know, a jug of milk.
Right.
And the reason I can say this and I can prove it, remember I said facts, not opinions, is we done had 11 casualty worldwide deaths whether they was police officers who committed these crimes against the African American race. From Obama being president with Trayvon Martin, to Louis DeMarcus, to Efren Latrell, to Breonna Johnson, to George Floyd, to Marcus Davis, Denard Wilson, Richard Holloway in Louisiana,